Hey everyone, J3 here of Pinoy Money Academy, and in today's video, we will be talking about the concept of holy money. Before we start, let me first tell you a quick story. Last week kasi, I went to a retreat organized by our parish community. Now, I'm really not active in our parish, but my parents were very active, so they dragged us to attend. So, na-marshalo kaming magkakapatid. It was a very meaningful experience naman, and saktong-sakto siya para sa Holy Week. Anyway, yung retreat was about discipleship. So, yung questions na pinagninilayan namin, yung pinag-iisipan namin, was to the tune of, how can I serve God more? How can I serve others more? And maraming portion in the retreat, the participants were asked to share with each other their own insights. And many were saying that they want to serve God more. Pero, they were constrained by time na busy talaga sa work, and the young ones were saying na, they want to serve God, pero they also want to focus on their studies and focus on their careers. And as they were sharing their feelings, it was very clear that they had a conflict between their own personal goals, career, money, and fun, versus serving God more. And as I was listening to them, I really wanted to share with them the concept of holy money, because your personal goals can actually be in line with your service to God. So right then and there, habang nag-share yung mga tao, gusto kong talaga tumayo at magbigay ng seminar about this concept of holy money. But, unfortunately, I can't because salingkit lang ako sa retreat na yun. I didn't know 97% of the people, and hindi rin nila ako kilala. Pero kating-kati ako to help them with their internal conflict between their personal goals and their service to God. So, now I made this video to share with you the concept of holy money, because I think that this is also the perfect time for everyone to think about this. Okay? Let's begin. Many people, I believe, like the people I met during the retreat, have this notion that holiness and money are two conflicting ideas. That to be holy means to serve and to bless and to pray, while money is all about personal gratification. It's about selfishness, greedy materialism. But let me tell you now that that is not the case, because holy is simply a word for describing things. So, ang holy, ginagamit to describe a thing. So, pwede mong sabihin na holy Bible, holy chapel, holy pencil, holy ball, holy object. Okay? Now, money is the object. So, we can say holy money. In the same way, pwede rin natin sabihin na holy career, holy goals, holy business, holy aspirations, and so on. So, ang tanong na lang bale ay, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng mga bagay na ito? In the dictionary, holy is given several meanings. Recognized as sacred for religious use, dedicated or devoted to the service of God, saintly, godly, pious, devout. So, when we say holy money, then it means money that is devoted to the service of God. This brings us to the next question. What is the service of God? What does God want anyway? Now, I won't pretend to know the will of God, but I believe one thing we can all agree on is that it's about loving others. Whether you believe in Christianity or Hinduism or Buddhism or any religion for that matter, all across the board, any supreme being would want us to love others. And that's what it means to be holy. So, going back to holy money is money earned or spent out of your love for others. And when we say holy career, then it is a career dedicated to the love for others. When you say holy goals and holy aspirations, then it is a goal of serving and loving others. And when we say holy business, then it is a business dedicated to love and serve others. These words, holy money, holy career, holy goals, holy business, may seem like a difficult thing to do or have. Yung tipong volunteer work ka lagi or pumupunta sa probinsya at magturo or tumulong sa less fortunate, Yes, that's holy work. But if we take a closer look at what you're currently doing, if we examine what it is you're doing right now, it can also be considered very holy. Because these words, holy money, holy career, holy goals, holy business, are actually redundant. Meaning pareho lang ang rini-represent nung words na ito. For instance, holy money, money earned or spent out of your love for others, diba? But how is it exactly that you earn money? Isn't it by serving others already? If you're a call center agent, you're helping people get over whatever technical problems that's bothering them. And if you don't do your job, then that person will be burdened by whatever problem you weren't able to help him fix. So, you're serving other people. You're serving other people you don't know. And for that, your reward is, your salary. If you're a waiter, then you're helping people enjoy their meals, have a relaxing time. And if you don't do your job well, you may ruin a person's day. And in exchange for the service that you give, you get your salary. If you're an engineer, you build and design things and systems for people and make sure they work properly, You make life better. You make life more convenient. If you're an artist, songwriter, painter, sculptor, dancer, you inspire and entertain people with your work. You help people express what they feel. You give them a sense of awe. Without you guys, paano masasabi ng mga tao parang, wow, ang ganda, wow, ang galing. So that's what you do as an artist. If you're a seaman, then you provide safe voyage of whatever it is you're transporting or whatever operation you have at sea. If you're an athlete, you excite people. You amaze them with your high level of strength, your precision. You unite people. Imagine what Manny Pacquiao can do. He's uniting the barcadas, the sports teams, Filipinos around the world whenever he fights. So for that, he gets a lot of money in return for the service he is giving to other people. So you see, with this, by its very nature, money is already holy because you earn money by providing service to others. And when you spend money, it's because someone else is providing a service for you. Again, by its very nature, money is already holy because you cannot get money without providing service to others. Now, wag na lang natin pag-usapan yung mga kurakot o magnanakaw because they are the exceptions to the rule. They are the ones violating money, the holiness of money, the very nature of money. So, anyway, moving on. Next, if you want to have a fruitful career, then you need to have a holy career. You have to make sure that whoever it is you are serving in your work is highly satisfied. In the workplace, di ba yung mga taong nare-recognize ay yung mga taong willing to go the extra mile for service? Next, let's talk about holy business. Again, I find this to be redundant because for a business to grow, it must provide value to others. And if you provide a great and unique value to others, then your business will flourish. But if you shorthand your customers, iisahan mo sila, you give them a bad product, then hindi na sila babalik. And soon, you will be out of business. I have learned that if money is your only objective, then you will definitely go out of business. At its core, any business should be of service to others. You should be holy in your business. You should be serving others for your business to grow. So with all this, if you want to have huge personal success, you really have to do your job, your business, or your career for the service of others. So appreciate what you're doing now. Treat your job, treat your business as something holy, and good things will definitely come. With that, I want to give you 3 questions to ponder on so you can really appreciate and absorb and apply this principle of holy money. If you have a piece of pen and paper right now, please write this down and think on it over this week or any upcoming break or holiday. So the questions are, number 1, with your current work or business, what bad would happen to other people if you did not do your job well? Kung hindi mo ginawa ng maayos ang trabaho mo, ano ang masamang mangyayari sa ibang tao? Think about what would happen to others who would be burdened. What kinds of problems would they have? In answering this, please think of yourself as irreplaceable. Meaning, kung hindi ikaw ang gumawa ng trabaho mo, walang papalit. Ikaw lang talaga ang taong pwedeng gumawa ng trabaho mo. And if that were the case, ano ang masamang mangyayari? Number 2 is the opposite. What good will happen to others if you do your job or run your business extremely well? So, paano mag-i-improve ang buhay ng boss mo, ng customers mo, ng mga taong pinapagserbisyohan mo if you do an excellent job? Then, finally, number 3, knowing that holiness and success go hand in hand, what can you do about it? What can you change in your life? How will your outlook change when it comes to your work, with your relationships, What will change? I'll give you a couple of seconds to write these questions down so you can think about it during the weekend or the upcoming holiday. So feel free to pause this video right now if you need more time to copy it. Okay, so if you're done copying already, well, that's the end of the video, and I really hope you learned a lot. Before we end, let me just share with you one quick note. If you found this video extremely life-changing, talagang nabago ang pananaw mo at ang outlook mo sa buhay, then my recommendation to you is you take a look at the Truly Rich Club of Brother Bo Sanchez. Yung mga naituro ko kasi sa video na ito ay natutunan ko lang rin from the Truly Rich Club. Anyway, I won't discuss this Truly Rich Club any further in the video, pero you can find the details of the Truly Rich Club below this video sa my description part. So, that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a holy career and your holy business grows and you have a holy week ahead.